Mapagpalang araw sa ating lahat. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Mga pare natin dyan, mga mare natin dyan, mga kapatid. Panibagong araw, panibagong vlog tayo. Kaya sana magustuhan nyo itong video ko ngayon. Okay? Andito ngayon tayo. Na-tiyempo ko lang, napadaan ako dahil dinakit ko yung nagra-rally sa against Marcos. Dito yan sa tapat ng Seafood City, San Jose, California. Pinapanood natin ngayon yung rally against Marcos. Ito mga kapwa natin Pilipino.
Dictador fascista! Marcos Duterte! Dictador fascista!
Mga Pilipino rito sa California.
Thank you, Jacqueline. That was a very powerful reminder of what happened.
They're rallying against Marcos.
And it's also a great reminder of what, the people can be, the power of the people. So thank you. Next, we have Abby and Hannah from Gabriela Santa Cruz. Gabriela stands for General Assembly Finding Women for Reforms, Integrity, Education. Hold on a minute. Leadership and Action. Gabriela seeks to wage a struggle for the liberation of all oppressed Filipino women and the rest of our country. We have Abby and...
Hello. My name is Abby Rodestein. My name is Hannah Ballesteros. And we are here representing Gabriela Santa Cruz. We are here to honor the anniversary of the EDSA Revolution of 1986, also known as the People Power Revolution, where the Filipino masses decided for themselves that they will no longer live under the Marcos dictatorship and martial law. As a grassroots militant women's organization, it is clear to us that the upcoming Philippine elections are of utmost importance for the whole of the Filipino people, but especially for Filipino women who experience multiple layers of oppression. However, the struggle we are facing today is an ongoing one that we are continuing with the momentum of the EDSA revolution. In April of 1970, Makibaka, or Malayang Kilusan ng Bagong Kababaihan, was founded as a byproduct of the First Quarter Storm, a series of protests held by students against then-dictator Ferdinand Marcos. Makibaka was a revolutionary women's organization that recognized that women suffer from not only class oppression, but also from patriarchy and gender-based oppression. It also recognized that Filipino women play a vital role in national and class liberation of our people. Makibaka members marched,
ma-interview?
acted as marshals during the demonstrations, painted placards, organized chapters, led mass meetings, joined worker strikes, and learned from the
Pwede po
farmers.
ma-interview?
They were particularly conscious of the
Okay.
conditions mothers, both in the countryside and
No problem po. Maintindihan naman nila yan. Ano po yung inayaw nyo sa panahon ni Marcos at saka yung Marcos na kandidato ngayon?
We've seen a lot of human rights violations, a lot of debt that's happened, that has, continued to make the Filipino people suffer even today. Yes.
Do you have any choice for the presidency? The other candidates?
Right. So I'm a part of Malaya movement. I'm a part of Malaya movement.
Is that a party list?
It's not a party list. It's a grassroots organization based in the United States. Currently, we actually just recently united to support Lenny Kiko because we see that supporting the Lenny Kiko tandem is actually going to be our best chance at defeating the Marcos Duterte tandem. So we want to be able to unite, knowing that there's a lot of commonalities that we want to be able to see: human rights and the overall welfare of the Filipino people.
Yeah. So that's all we need to support the Philippines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
As mothers, it is extremely important for us to teach our children how to fight for human rights. I have my daughter at home, and one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is how to respect
her so she can in turn learn to respect herself. Growing up in the Philippines, it's extremely clear how concrete gender roles are, right? A majority of OFWs are women, di ba? Halos lahat ng mga OFW ay mga babae na kinakailangan na pupunta sa iba't ibang lugar para makapadala ng pera sa pamilya nila. Have you asked yourself why? Bakit nga ba na expected ng mga pamilya natin na lalayas tayo sa Pinas for work? Bagong bayani ata, right? Is what they're called. Let's look at the concrete conditions ng Pilipinas na resulted from the shortcomings of the former presidente. And most importantly, let's not repeat history with appointing the son of a dictator into power.
The violence that women faced under Marcos's rule in martial law is not different from the violent oppression and targeting of women that we face now
Tapos,
under the Duterte
may na-interview
regime.
tayo.
Even now,
Maganda
Gabriela
yung
is
sinabi
calling
niya.
for justice for Belle,
Bakit na
a
ayaw nila kay
15-year-old
Marcos?
girl who was kidnapped, tortured, and interrogated by soldiers of the 59th Infantry Brigade of the Philippine Army in 2020. The violence she experienced is not unlike the violence many women faced under martial law in the 80s. We must always remember the importance of Filipinos rising up against systems of injustice. Whether it be exploitation in their workplaces, sexist discrimination in their communities, or outright violence by the police and military, Filipinos must rise up and fight against the Marcos Duterte tandem, which poses the greatest threat against Filipinas today.
We choose to learn from our history and take up the call to say never again to Marcos, never again to martial law, never again to martial law. Palaban, Militante!
Abante, babae!
Abante, babae!
Palaban, Militante!
Palaban, Militante!
Abante, babae!
Thank you.
Wow!
I want to thank the speakers thus far of pointing out commonalities through history and that it's still very relevant today. And that the elections are coming up, and that's of utmost importance, as Gabriela Santos just mentioned. So to speak a little bit more about what to expect, we have our speakers from Hong Kong Phoenix.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Thank you for coming. My name is Malu Galendez and we'll start at St. Victor's Church. It will be a Saturday at 10 a.m.
Nagsunod
I
pa pala to.
have flyers that I will hand out after I speak. Thank you, Gabriela. All the things that you've said echoes my reason why I am pursuing this campaign, this caravan. My small way of rebellion is when I turned U.S. citizen. I did not become a dual citizen. But then I said it has to change. So last year, 2020, I applied for dual simply because I want to exercise my right, my civic duty to vote, and I am done with the Duterte administration. So that's why I'm really pursuing this. Please join us, help us to put into that White House or Malacanang, Lenny and Kiko. So I hope that we will see you there. Thank you everybody.
Yes, please do join. As Millie was saying, small acts of rebellion from the face of love, right? The love that we have for wanting to see change, genuine liberation for our homeland, democracy in action. You came out tonight, so don't lose that energy. Please, if you are new to us here, join many organizations that are represented. We have Anakaya in San Jose, Anakaya DA, we have Malaya, we have Gabriela, we have the People Kings Caravan coming up. So there are so many ways that we can stay plugged. There really is
no reason to not. Because what do we do in inaction? That sacrifices so much, or that puts up so much to be taken over by the dictators, and we do not want to stand with that. And we will rebel. We will act in solidarity with each other and in community with one another.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Cristal, sa po akong member ng Estados Unidos. At bakit ko minention yon at bakit ko sinishare ang aking identity bilang isang migrante? I know a lot of people would say na I'm young, I didn't live through the Marcos era. But my parents did, my grandparents did, and we still today feel the effects of the Marcos dictatorship. It's a dark day. It's 20 years of dictatorship. Is that even normal? 20 years? For a president to be in power. A lot of people say it was the golden era. Madami siyang nagawa. Madami siyang na-build na roads. Madami siyang na-build na mga infrastructures. Pero ang tanong ko sa inyo, I want y'all to answer. Golden era ba ang ninakaw ng 5 to 10 billion dollars ng mga Marcos? Golden era ba talaga ang Marcos era? Kung 34,000 mga taong tinorture. Golden era ba talaga ang Marcos era? Kung 3,000 na mga katao ang mga pinatay. Mga kababayan, nandito tayo sa punto ng history. Madaming mga tao sinasabi lagi ang quote na to na history repeats itself. Dahil nakikita natin si Marcos Jr. ay tatakbo na naman. Isang Marcos ang tatakbo na naman ngayong Mayo. How do y'all feel about that? Hindi pa sila nakontento sa pagnanakaw nila sa 20 years ng Pilipinas na ipapatakbo nila ang isang Marcos Jr. At isa sa pinaka-remarkable na polisiya na pinasaan ni Marcos nung dekada 70 ay yung labor export policy. Ang labor export policy, it institutionalized the migration of Filipino people. If you didn't know, there's 8,000 people every day that leave the Philippines. And we say that, it's for the betterment of, our families. But I want to ask us, why do we have to leave? Every day, I ask myself, why did I even have to leave the Philippines? Napakadaming mga Pilipino ang umaalis sa kanilang lupang sinilangan. Bakit? Bakit may OFW lane tayo sa NAIA? Isipin natin yun. The fact that we even have that lane just shows us how it's normalized to send Filipinos overseas for cheap labor. And you know why? Dahil yun sa ninakaw ng mga Marcos, tayo ang nagbabayad ng mga ninakaw nila still up to this day. At hindi ito galing lang sa kung ano-anong social media site. They're tried for it sa korte. Si Marcos Jr., tax evader. Pero ordinaryong Pilipino kapag hindi nagbayad ng buwis? Anong nangyayari sa kanila? Nakikita natin na ang hustisya ay para sa mayayaman lamang, di ba? Sa akin, when I was growing up, I didn't really see my dad because he was an OFW in Saudi Arabia. My whole life, I didn't see him. And that's because the effects of the rotten regimes that have been in the Philippines. At hindi ko na-realize yon until now, nung nalaman ko ang history natin. Kaya para sa mga kabataan, hinihikayat ko kayong lahat na alamin ang iyong history. Huwag nating kalimutan kung ano nangyari. At huwag nating hayaan na mangyari ulit ang nangyari noon. Ngayon, bilang isang manggagawa ngayon dito sa Estados Unidos, isa akong fast food worker ng isa sa pinakamalaking fast food corporation sa Pilipinas at ngayon nag-e-expand na globally. Jollibee Foods Corporation, bili nila ang Chowking, Red Ribbon at marami pang mga food businesses. At ang kumpanyang ito, pinoprotektahan ng mga katulad ni Marcos, katulad ng mga naghaharing uri sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, open ng mga stores sa iba't ibang bansa, sa iba't ibang lupalop ng Estados Unidos kahit na wala naman masyado mga Pilipino. Kasi alam niyo kung bakit? Gusto nilang maging top 5 fast food corporations. Pero sa aking karanasan bilang manggagawa, ni simpleng PPE hindi man nila ma-provide. Sinasabi nila, oh, we don't have a lot of budget. Not a lot of budget for PPE, but you can open a lot of stores. And you're keeping our working conditions like this? Exploiting us? We're underpaid? We're understaffed? We're under a pandemic? No hazard pay? Okay ba yun? They promote this jolly family thing, values, Filipino values. But this is how they treat their workers. And you know who's protecting them? It's the ruling class. It's the people who are in power. They just turn a blind eye to their workers. Hindi lang yon dito sa US, pero mas lalo na sa Pilipinas. Imagine natin. Kaya walang choice ang ating mga kababayan kung hindi umalis ng bansa. So I pose this question to everyone, what we're gonna do. Either we just stand and do nothing, or we try to change something. We don't know when we're gonna go to this world, whether it might be an accident, sickness, or someone attacking us for being activists, but it's our choice. What are we gonna do with that? What we're gonna do with our lives? So, hopefully, we're all here, right? We continue the legacy of the people power, whether that might be with our families, our friends, or our co-workers. So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat.
Ayun, ang ganda yung mensahe ng ating speaker.
Thank you, Tri-City, Malaya Tri-City.
Yan sila. Okay.
Maki Baka! Wag matakot! Never again! Never again! Never again to martial law!
Never again to martial law.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Marcos Duterte!
Dictador fascista.
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 Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Marcos Duterte!
Dictador fascista.
Marcos Duterte!
Dictador fascista.
Marcos Duterte!
Dictador fascista.
Marcos Duterte!
Dictador fascista.
Dictador fascista!
Marcos Duterte.
Dictador fascista!
Marcos Duterte.
Dictador fascista!
Marcos Duterte.
Dictador fascista!
Marcos Duterte.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Marcos over here. Your Marcos cannot come here. He is a habate that you don't know. That Marcos sold your country.
Dictador fascista! Dictador fascista! Dictador fascista!
Dictador fascista.
Wag matagot!
Mati baga.
Wag matagot!
Mati baga.
Wag matagot!
Mati baga.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Never again! Never again!
Never again to martial law.
Marcos Duterte!
Dictador fascista.
Marcos Duterte!
Dictador fascista.
Marcos Duterte!
Dictador fascista.
Thank you, Wayne.
Woo!
So we got a lot of chants going. As a reminder, thank you again to Crystal, reminding us that the workers, right? The workers are very important to the struggle as well. Why? Why do we have to leave? Why do 8,000 Filipinos have to leave their homeland to find work and experience their own families back home? A good reminder. And I wanted us to move now into formation so we can get a little warm, move our bodies a little bit, and chant. So we'll move heading this way where I am.
Wag matagot! Mati baga! Wag matagot!
So, ayun na nga. Napadaan lang ako. Kasi malapit lang yung tinitirahan ko rito sa Cebu City. Nakita ko yung nagrarally against Marcos. I don't know kung sino man yung presidente nyo, kung sino man yung ano. Nakuha ko lang yung mensahe nila. Kayo na maghusga kung ano man yung nasa lobby nyo. Kung sino man ang gusto nyong presidente, kayo naman ang boboto. At syempre ang pipiliin nyo yung alam nyo na karapat dapat. Kaya nakalaging inalalagay natin, vote wisely. Huwag magpapadala dahil sa pera or anything na ipapangako sa atin ng ating kandidato. Kaya sana pag-isipan din natin maigi bago tayo bumoto. Hindi yung mabigyan lang tayo ng konti, mabigyan ng 500, 1,000 or something na nilipat na tayo ron. Kailangan sundin natin ang puso natin at isipan. O paano, hanggang dito na lang mga pare, mga mare, mga kapatid, hanggang dito lang itong ating vlog na to. At salamat at makarating kayo sa dulo ng video na to. At salamat sa mga viewers at subscribers natin dyan. God bless us all and be safe always. Just remember that. I love you all, mga kapatid.